Hello, ladies and gentlemen, sports scientists. So this topic is about physical fitness. Okay, it actually is the core of this subject because you need to test, you need to evaluate your athletes by using certain fitness testing that we have presented, which is very good. Okay, right? So we have to know what are the physical fitness component. Okay. Right, we define it first. It is the ability of the body to function efficiently and effectively. Okay, when one individual, be or not he or she is an athlete, if the body can function effectively, then he or she can manage to perform his daily life better. For example, if you're not flexible, how would you capai one thing that beyond your height or beyond your range of motion. Okay, if you're not flexible, tak dapat nak ambil barang. Okay, if you for example here, emergency situation. Okay, if let's for example a dog is chasing you while you passing that dog, so how you run? If you're not fit, you cannot do anything on it, then the dog will bite you. That's emergency situation lah, what we can say in our daily living or general situation. Okay, but in athletes, okay, being physically fit is utmost importance as an athlete. So you as the tester or those who are specialized in measuring or evaluating your athletes, this is very important for you to understand the physical fitness. Okay, there are two categories of physical fitness. One is health related, another one will be skill related. Health related dealing with health, obviously. Yeah, there are 5 components in health related fitness: cardiovascular endurance, the heart; second, muscular strength, the strength of your muscle, and endurance of the muscles; flexibility and body composition. Okay, most of you are quite familiar with it from that presentation that you did a few weeks ago. And skill related fitness is dealing with most likely to be sports related movement. Okay, speed, how fast you can run; agility, changing direction; quickness, how fast you respond to the sound stimulus; and then muscular power, explosive movement; balance, can you stand on your one foot, ataupun can you maintain your balance while running, moving; and coordination, to coordinate moving left, right, north, south, west, east, macam tu. And reaction time, is also similar with the quickness. We get through it after this. Okay, right? Are you familiar, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, so cardiovascular endurance, when we talk about it, it deals with the heart, blood vessel, and lung. These three friends, your heart, your blood vessel, and lungs, to supply oxygen, okay, to working muscles during physical activity for a prolonged period of time. If one is not aerobically fit, then these three sekawan not effective. Okay, as athletes. Okay, athletes who need a long duration of performance, require them to run like 3 km, 4 km, 2-3 hours. They must be highly fit. Okay, cardiovascular endurance, it has a similar term that we can use back and forth. Aerobic fitness, aerobic endurance, cardiovascular fitness is reflecting ataupun similar with cardiovascular endurance. Okay, ada terms yang berbeza lah. So cycling, running and swimming competition depends on athletes' ability to cover a fixed distance in the shortest time possible. Okay, distance to fix. No one run until siapa yang paling lama lari, tak kan? Even Cushing Marathon, Penang Marathon, they run for like, if they talk about 50 km, 30 km, 5 km, it is fixed distance. Whoever can reach that distance the fastest are the most highly fit in cardio. Of course, the heart muscle pumping throughout 3, 4, 5 hours. Wow, that's highly fit. The same goes to cycling. Those who cycling for mountain biking too. And then swimming, those who can swim. Are you familiar with Ironman? Ironman Malaysia deal with these 3 events: cycling, swimming and running. So that's why if they win the first place in the Ironman, is highly fit lah. 3 component of competition, that they can cover in the shortest time possible, right? So when it's all about cardiovascular endurance, it is VO2 max. VO2 max is the greatest rate at which oxygen can be taken in and utilized during exercise. Highly VO2 max of that individual me, highly fit, because you can utilize the oxygen effectively for the production of energy while performing a prolonged exercise. Okay, so those who are highly fit, marathoner, Ironman, and then a long distance runner, is they should have a high VO2 max, right? Okay, this is a test of cardiorespiratory fitness. The same term we can apply here. One of the group, they managed to share with us the blip test, the shuttle run punya testing. Actually, various kind of testing that available as in testing measurement. Okay, we are familiar with shuttle run 20-meter blip test, the same name. And then the step test, if you're familiar, step test they are following a tempo of they put some high and then they perform it up to following the tempo, and then the heart rate will be obtained. They will record the heart rate, see where it falls. Is it a good, poor, excellent, ataupun very need improvement for that cardiorespiratory fitness. Okay, we have 3 categories here. One is for running. Walking test also can be done to assess the cardiovascular fitness, because not all assessment is suitable for general population. Okay, we're talking about not non-athletes. Okay, the older adults, senior citizen. Okay, the patient ada di hospital, sometimes they use the walking test to test the cardiorespiratory fitness. Even though it's not for sports, they still need to test it. Okay, and then for swimmers itself, if they perform the blip test, maybe it's not relevant ataupun tidak related to the performance of the sports. They are swimmer, of course they swim. So how to test the fitness of cardio? They have a established swimming test. This is 12 minutes. Another one will be 12-minute cycling test for the cyclists. Okay, we are familiar with blip test because most of us field ataupun runner ataupun on land punya athletes. Right? Okay, there are various. Okay, right. Second one will be muscular fitness. How fit is your muscle? Okay, how strong is your muscle? How endurance is your muscle? Strength, muscular strength, and they have 2 types, kan? Muscular strength, the ability of muscle or muscle group to exert maximum force against a resistance one time through a full range of motion. How heavy is the load can be lifted at that with that muscle? Okay, we have example, kan? 1 RM bench press, 1 RM squat. You have observed your seniors doing it, right? And the second one type of muscular fitness is muscular endurance. Okay, 1 minute push-ups. How many reps you can perform in 1 minute? So, in order for you to performing in 1 minute, you have to ensure that the athletes or clients are performing at the correct technique. If incorrect technique is not counted as repetition. Okay, endurance. How endurance? If you look at the sports setting, rowers, orang yang rowers, they can row for up to long distance, up to long hours. They are highly endurance in the upper body. I guess lower body lah, to balance it. Upper body row for many hours, and also the lower body. Okay, right, muscular endurance. Right, so the test, yes, for muscular strength, we have observed it, and the one need want to like to introduce you hand grip strength test. This is lab. They grip the machine, and then the number appear, maybe calculated in watt ataupun newton, the force. Okay, the stronger the individual, the value obtained will be higher. Okay, grip senang, grip. This is no movement happen, but isometrically. Okay, and then second one, muscular endurance. The curl ups you did it, push ups you did it, and then the somewhat jarang, rare in our setting, squat test. How many squat you can perform until failure? There's no 1 minute because our lower body is quite strong. Whoever can perform hundreds of reps non-stop until failure, they are highly endurance and lower body. Okay, can you try? You have to try. Saya pun tak tahu, I never try it. But I think I quite endurance lah because I walk a lot, I run a lot. Okay, right. This is the variation of endurance test: pull-ups, rarely to be conducted among us because they're not highly endurance in the upper body, especially the shoulder muscle. Some of you cannot even lift one repetition, so it is more likely suitable for those who are athletes ataupun highly active. Okay, right. And another one, flexibility. The third one is the ability to move a joint through its complete range of motion. Okay, we're talking about range of motion. The joint are the range. It is a range of motion. If one cannot execute in full range, we know that there's something wrong with the flexibility. Okay, we have clinical assessment by using goniometer. Goniometer it measures the angle of that joint. Okay, macam ni do you have angle, the elbow angle. Okay, and very convenient to us, the sit and reach test and the sit and reach wall test. We are familiar in the first one. Okay, right. This is the flexibility test. This is to measure the previous one, shoulder and wrist elevation. Trunk and neck elevation. This one, trunk and the neck elevated. So the figure is the value will be measured, obtained. Okay, and the same one goes to this, the shoulder and wrist elevation. Okay, how flexible these people. And then this is sit and reach to the wall, and then this one is shoulder lift, flexibility. These two, I was introduced to these two type of flexibility test because one of the seniors are doing gymnast measurement. So gymnastics are more likely to be measured in this kind of flexibility test. Okay, shoulder and also the trunk. We are familiar to assess our sit and reach, which targets the back, lower back muscle and also the hamstring. Right. So the last one is not the least, but yeah, last but not least, body composition. It describes the percentages of body fat, bone, water and muscles. What compose in the body. Okay, if those who are healthy and highly fit, they should have a high percentage of muscles, high percentage of the bone mass, and then a lower percentage of body fat. By right, like that lah. Okay, right, body composition. So this is to measure body composition. Some of you presented well, but with the body mass index, with the skin fold caliper. This one is what do we call lab test. I don't know how this thing called, but it is involve air, hydro air, and this one is the air water displacement. You put that individual in that tank and then we see how many the water displaced from that tub. Okay, this is laboratory wise.